Now.
No, yes. Some people spend their entire lives in one place. Jesus Christ. Others move a number to. Oh, do you know this word?
Yes, yes.
It's a better job housekeeping is the comment, which is basically one place and research for number of years. Okay. Choosing the best way to spend our lives is a great challenge. Very good. You don't need it.
Mm.
Because choosing a best way to spend our lives is already the subject of this thing. I
But
believe
it's
in
not to sound strange. Lives and is. I is.
oh, but isn't this live?
It's a noun. It's okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
I believe in people who move a number of times, second, throughout their lives because I think it can be more interesting when you accept. Yeah, me too. Imagine you were born, you are raised, and you die in one place.
No,
Nah, nah, nah,
terrible.
nah.
Not for me. Not for
Not
us.
for me. Not for us. Not for us. First of all, people will be able to learn different things if they make different choices during their life. For example, when you're looking for a better job, you should want to improve your background and should learn new abilities. It means a good way to exercise your brain and balance your knowledge. My father has changed of job several times. He says that he always wants to get new knowledge and gain much money. He insists and he gets. Second, people who move in general, they will be able to deal with difficult situations better to putting in plural.
Mm.
And probably they can have conditions to solve their problems. I have a friend who by came by a rich family. He came from, okay?
From okay.
Yeah. In his life, he has never done much efforts to get something because his parents gave him everything he wanted. Last year, he started to alone. Not all day. He has spent all of the difficulty as possible to manage, but I think it was important to his growth and to get secure. Okay. He has spent, he has been through, he has been through
Mm.
all kinds of difficulty. Okay?
Mm. Okay.
All kinds of difficulty as possible. You don't need possible to imagine. All kinds of difficulty possible to imagine. You don't need S, not in this case. To his growth and to get
Wait.
maturity. Yes,
Mm.
exactly. And finally, in my opinion, people must open their mind. Yeah, who was named to? No, it has to be in plural.
Mm.
To know themselves, to know which are their limits and powers. It is extremely to become a better person. There, and it is them trying to put in practice every day. I'm a professor at the main university in my city, and I try to pass some values to my students because I believe it incentive them to improve. Caraca, very good. Like always, very good essay, very good essay, very good essay. Just the sentence, you know, uh,
Mm-hmm.
we had to change. This is not a big problem, not a big problem, not a big problem. This is good to not to do again. Not a big problem, you know.
Okay.
Good. Anna. Do you already have a date for your TOEFL?
Yes. 9th
November.
November. November.
Okay.
It's near.
Yes, but you are much more prepared. Whew, whew, much more prepared. I have no doubt. Okay, now it's
I
integrated.
I, I expect.
Yeah, I have no doubt. I have no doubt. Okay. Ah, Yana, can I just grab my pen?
Oh,
No, it's not here. Sorry, sweetie. I'll just grab my pen, okay? Hang on.
what's grab? Grab.
Take. I know it's
Yeah.
here. Now I gotta take it my paper. Hang on, just a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see the integrated. Okay. I'm going to put the text in the Word because then you can see with me again. A recent study reveals that people, especially younger, are reading far less literature now. While there has been a decline for book reading, the decline is for literature. Provides, então. Okay. So the idea is reading less literature. And the first problem is less imagination. The second problem. That said, they're usually poorly written.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I don't record, she will kill me.
Yes. Yes.
Instead of sitting down at the okay. So lower cultural. And the last, the trend of reading less literature is all the more regrettable because it's taking place during the okay, less writing. Poor writing because of less.
What is regrettable?
Ah.
I forgot.
Do you know what's the meaning of regret?
I forgot.
I shouldn't have done that. That's regret. Oh my God. Look at that. Why did I say that? Oh my God. This is to regret. Something that is regrettable is something that can make people regret.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So I already have the 3 key points. Listen with me, please.
Now listen to part of a lecture on the topic you just read about.
It is often said that people are reading less literature today than they used to. What should we make of this? Well, first, a book doesn't have to be literature to be intellectually stimulating. Science writing, history, political analysis, and so forth aren't literature, perhaps, but they're often of high quality, and these kinds of books can be just as creative and well-written as a novel or a play. They can stimulate the imagination. So don't assume that someone who isn't reading literature isn't reading a good book. But let's say that people aren't just spending less time with literature, they're also spending less time with books in general. Does that mean that the culture is in decline? No, there's plenty of culturally valuable material that isn't written. Music and movies, for example. Are people wasting their time when they listen to a brilliant song or watch a good movie? Do these non-literary activities lower cultural standards? Of course not. Culture has changed. In today's culture, there are many forms of expression available other than novels and poems, and some of these creative forms speak more directly to contemporary concerns than literature does. Finally, it's probably true that there's less support for literature today than in earlier generations, but don't be too quick to blame the readers. Sometimes it's the author's fault. Let's be honest, a lot of modern literature is intended to be difficult to understand. There's not much reason to suppose that earlier generations of readers would have read a lot of today's literature either.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, the text of the lecture talk about the people who are reading less literature recently. The author of the passage is in trouble. That the problem is virtual. That the contemporaneity changes. I have to be honest, I had never seen this word before.
In fact, I saw in the Google Translate.
Oh, wow. Oh, contemporaneity. Contemporaneity.
Contemporaneity.
Contemporaneity. Wow, nice. First of
But
all,
but
go on.
I still stole it.
In English, you say, I cheated.
I cheated.
Yes, yes.
Yes, because I wrote it contemporary, I think, and it was wrong, and I saw in the
Wow,
Google Translate.
wow. First of all, the author argues that nothing else stimulates more than literature, so reading less can miss out important benefits. On the other hand, the professor defends that the people need to read high-quality intellectual material. It's true, but for example, science and
Politicals.
historical talks about science historical books that are also well written and can stimulate imagination. Okay, so this is a correct argument, but to be complete, you need the example. Okay, Anna?
Okay.
Second, the author in the text points out the people who prefer to read self-help books and drama. In addition, the author shows that the people also prefer to watch TV, something like that, or something like that, and it causes low-level culture in general, or it decreases the level of culture. Another position in
Another
yes, because it's
in
singular.
singular.
The professor views that the culture has been changing in many different forms for her in the contemporaneity. The people don't like to waste time, so it is important to. That's not the argument, sweetie.
No.
I'm gonna listen again. Third, the author refers that today there are still good writers who don't have then their audience has been formed. Or the professor explained that there are hard literature that is difficult to understand by determined public literature with easier language. Okay, okay, this is correct, and this is completely correct too. Word is crazy. I'm just listening again. Just the second argument.
Now listen to part of a lecture on the topic you just
Quality. Someone who isn't reading literature isn't reading a good book. But let's say that people aren't just spending less time with literature, they're also spending less time with books in general. Does that mean that the culture is in decline? No, there's plenty of culturally valuable material that isn't written. Music and movies, for example. Are people wasting their time when they listen to a brilliant song or watch a good movie? Do these non-literary activities lower cultural standards? Of course not. Culture has changed. In today's culture, there are many forms of expression available other than novels and poems, and some of these creative forms speak more directly to contemporary concerns than literature does. Finally,
okay, yes, it's not the argument, okay, Anna? The argument is this. Has been changing perfect, in many different forms. For her and the contemporary people, you can have access to culture through movies and songs, for example. Okay, it's important to adapt to these changes. Yes, yes, yeah. This is the only part that she didn't say. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, nice, nice. But it was, Anna, your text, your essay has become very clear to understand, you know? So you see, for example, I corrected this another, and this determined que é determinado público.
Yes.
Okay, just this.
Mm.
The rest is this. This is to complete the argument, and this is to complete the argument too, I didn't have to rewrite a paragraph. I just had to correct two things and help in completion of two arguments. Okay?
Yes, because I felt that I lost some things in each argument in the lecture. So
Hmm.
I think that I get a part and lost another part.
No, but you did a good job. Anna, you did a very good job. It's always better to guess than to write nothing.
Okay.
Okay?
And I have a question.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Not
Which
not
one?
a question, but uma dica. Because I am trying to, for example, the professor argues, the author defends. Uh, I would like to note some six verbs for using each paragraph.
Awesome. Hang on. Let's find six structures. Do you want me to write in Zoom or do you want me to write here on the screen?
What do you prefer?
Okay, I'm gonna write here, then I put in Zoom. According to the professor or the author,
Mhm.
the let me put it there. Argues that, states that,
Mhm.
uh,
Defense,
defends that,
explains,
explains that, um,
points out.
wow, you know more than I do. Argues that, states that, defends that, explains that. Well, you can say exposes, but expose is not a good thing. Also
Says, shows,
shows,
ou says,
but
says.
shows. But shows is in the case of an example. Um, Let me think of a name. Oh,
Talks.
in the lecture, it is argued that in the
Mm,
reading or in the article or in the text, it
mm,
is argued that,
mm,
okay, it is stated or defended or explained or pointed in the reading or lecture or text.
mhm.
Um, we can understand from the reading or lecture
Mm. Excellent.
that, uh,
And I always try to put, for example, in the first, on the other end, in the second, whereas, I don't know, I
ah,
don't,
on the other hand,
and,
whereas,
and the third,
while,
um,
uh,
because I put but it's only simple.
okay,
No, it's excellent because it's three arguments.
okay, okay, yes, okay, I'm gonna put it all in Zoom chat, okay?
Mhm. Excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank
You're
you.
welcome, sweetie. And let me just check one thing with you. very quickly, and then we go to the speaking part, okay?
Okay.
It's because if your class is going to go until the beginning of November, I'm going to owe you classes. Eu vou dever aula para você.
Ah, é?
Vou te dever aula. Deixa eu ver como é que a gente pode fazer.
Vê aí.
Ó, 3 de setembro. 3 de setembro, 3 de outubro. 3 de outubro, 3 de novembro. Ah, não, a gente vai poder fazer até 3 de novembro sem problema. Né?
Então eu que vou te dever.
Não, não, você não vai me dever nada não, trem. Pera lá, vamos ver aqui como é que vai ser. 3 de novembro. Ah, a gente vai ter mais 2 aulas, mas se você tiver com a grana curta, eu te dou essas 2 aulas.
Tá.
É.
Tá, gente. Porque a gente vai conseguir ter todos os dias. Eu acho que não vai ter problema até lá, né?
Não. Não, o meu medo era eu estar passando a perna.
Não, de jeito nenhum.
Se não passa a mensalidade, eu tô te dando meio mês. Aí eu fico preocupado. Okay, good. Now then we talk. Then we talk
Oh,
pretty serious.
oh.
Tipo, eu tô meio sem grana. Essas duas fica de bônus. Ok?
Tá, não, mas acho que vai dar. Você calcula pra mim e me
Não, ok,
fala.
yes. Ok. Tô sabendo que não vou passar a perna, eu fico mais tranquilo.
Não se preocupe.
Okay. Okay, Anna, we didn't do number 6 from the speaking here. Okay, hang on a second. Let my window. So, Anna, how's your life? How's Breitner? He didn't go to BH. Why didn't he go to BH?
No, do you know what he did? He went to Pirinópolis
Amazing.
by bicycle.
Your husband is an athlete.
He's crazy, I think.
Yes.
10 hours to ride
By
a
bike?
bicycle. Yes, in one day.
Seu maridão deve estar assim, ó. Lavando roupa no tanquinho.
But it's a problem for me because I have to do the same thing, workout. Haja academia.
It is a problem. Nice. Anna, do you see my screen? Do you see the question 6 there?
Yes.
Go, listen, please.
Listen to part of a lecture in a biology class.
We all know that insects like to eat plants. But some plants have been able to develop ways to protect themselves from insects. Today I'm going to talk about some ways plants defend themselves. Now, some plants have physical features that prevent insects from landing on them. Like the passion plant, for example. Its leaves have little spiky hairs all over them. They're like spikes sticking out of the plant that are so numerous and dense that they prevent insects from landing on the leaves. Basically, there's just no room for the insect to land. And since insects can't land on the leaves, they can't eat them. So the little hairs serve as a physical feature that helps protect the passion plant from insects. All right, but other plants protect themselves using chemical defenses, like the potato plant. The potato plant's able to release a chemical throughout its leaf system whenever an insect attacks it, starts eating the leaf. So, say an insect starts eating a potato plant's leaf. That will cause the plant to react by releasing a chemical throughout its leaf system. The insect swallows this chemical as it eats, and this chemical discourages the insect from wanting to eat any more of the plant. How? Well, the substance makes the insect feel full, like it's already had enough to eat. The insect no longer feels hungry, so it stops eating the plant. So, by emitting this chemical, the potato plant protects itself from insects.
Anna, did you understand?
A little.
Vixe. Ó,
Very deep, very detailed.
nossa. Do you understand swallow?
No.
Swallow, Ana, is... Oh. Hum, swallow.
Hmm,
Ok?
okay.
Nossa. Spikes.
Spikes, no. I don't
E-
know.
Spikes, espinho.
Hmm.
Land, to land. A plane is traveling, and then the plane lands.
Hmm.
Ok?
Ixi.
Nossa. Ok, chemical.
Chemical? Okay.
Yeah. Discourage.
Discourage, the opposite of encourage?
Yes. Very good. Olha, esse aqui é um dos mais tensos que a gente fez. Would you like to listen again?
Yes.
Ok, deixa eu ver outra coisinha aqui. Hairs, spikes, leaf.
Ah, leaf. Leaf, folha?
Isso, Ana.
Ah,
Mm. Okay, let's see if you can understand now because, oh, this is very hard. Okay, let's move on. I'll play again. Listen up.
okay.
Listen to part of a lecture in a biology class.
We all know that insects like to eat plants. But some plants have been able to develop ways to protect themselves from insects. Today I'm going to talk about some ways plants defend themselves. Now, some plants have physical features that prevent insects from landing on them. Like the passion plant, for example. Its leaves have little spiky hairs all over them. They're like spikes sticking out of the plant that are so numerous and dense that they prevent insects from landing on the leaves. Basically, there's just no room for the insect to land. And since insects can't land on the leaves, they can't eat them. So the little hairs serve as a physical feature that helps protect the passion plant from insects. All right, but other plants protect themselves using chemical defenses, like the potato plant. The potato plant's able to release a chemical throughout its leaf system whenever an insect attacks it, starts eating the leaf. So, say an insect starts eating a potato plant's leaf. That will cause the plant to react by releasing a chemical throughout its leaf system. The insect swallows this chemical as it eats, and this chemical discourages the insect from wanting to eat any more of the plant. How? Well, the substance makes the insect feel full, like it's already had enough to eat. The insect no longer feels hungry, so it stops eating the plant. So, by emitting this chemical, the potato plant protects itself from insects.
Is it better, Anna?
It's,
Okay,
it's a
okay,
little bit better.
okay. Let's try it now. Using points from the lecture, explain how the passion plant and the potato plant defend themselves from insects. 20 seconds to prepare. Now, Anna, please answer.
According to the lecture, the professor explained some ways to plants defend themselves. She gives two examples, like passion plants and the potato plants. The passion plants protect themselves by the physical features. Uh, when the spikes in the plant land on the leaves, and the insects can land and can eat in them. And another protection is like a chemical system. For example, the potato plant that the able to eat the insect starts to eat the leaf, but that the substance there that no longer they feel hungry. So it's the two. Right?
Oh, now you did a good job. You did a good. Oh, I'm telling you, your English is so clear now. You know, I can understand everything you say because when we started in January, I had to ask you, what do you mean by this and that? What's
Mm.
this? What you say? Now I understand everything. Just one sentence. The spikes land on the leaves and the insects can't land. The spikes that are on the leaf, the spikes don't land. Okay?
Okay.
And the last sentence from the answer, and the substance don't insects feel hungry. But I saw you saw you didn't have time, and
Yes.
oh my God, you know, and I understood that it was because you didn't have time, you know, but all the rest of the answer was very organized, very good.
But what can you did for me?
Of course, listen up. The professor talks about two systems that plants use to protect themselves from insects eating them. The first example she gives is about the passion fruit. The passion fruit has many spikes around its leaves. It's so dense and thick like hair. And because of these spikes, the insect cannot land on the leaves. And as the insects can't land on them, the insects can't eat it. That's why this is a protection system. The second example she gives, it's about the potato plant, which releases a substance on the leaves when the insect starts eating it. This substance makes the insect believe that they are already full. The substance makes them feel full. And because of that, they don't have to eat anymore. So the potato plant protects itself through the substance.
No. A lot of information.
No, but I started repeating some things. Protect themselves with this substance. This substance is to protect themselves from insects that can eat because they protect themselves. Oh,
Do you like Chaves?
yes.
It's like Chaves. Lá vai o cão arrependido com sua orelha.
This is so good. Oh, and I love you very much. You talk about Chaves. Some of my students never saw
Where are
Chaves
you?
in their lives. You know? Come on. Okay, great. And your screen is frozen. Can you hear me?
And now, yes.
Yes, now it's back. Hang on.
Oh, but the connection is not so good.
But I can hear you very well. Today is not that
Okay.
crazy bad, okay? Okay,
Okay.
Anna, we're going to start another one. Let's go. Talk about a time when you accomplished something you did not think you could do. What did you accomplish? Why did you think you could not do it? 15 seconds to prepare.
Ai, meu Deus do tempo.
Now, Anna, please answer.
Ai,
No,
teacher,
no,
I
no, no,
don't
no,
know
no, no,
what
no,
is
no, no.
accomplished.
Okay. Okay, okay. To
Ah,
accomplish is to be successful in something.
okay.
Okay? So Talk
Okay.
about a time when you accomplished something. So, for example, vestibular, public selection, a sportive competition, okay?
Okay. Okay.
And you think you did not could do, you know,
Okay.
okay? I'm gonna give you 15 seconds to prepare, okay? Three, two, one,
Okay.
prepare. Now, Anna, please answer it.
I think
I'm,
that I
I'm sorry, sweetie.
accomplished
I'm sorry.
the
Travou,
internet. Yeah,
travou. I'm going to close my video a little, okay? Just to listen to you.
me too.
Okay, because then I can hear you better. Can you hear me well? Do you see the
Yes,
mouse
yes,
here? The balls?
yes.
Okay, good, good, good.
Yes, yes, I do.
Three, two, one, go.
I think that I accomplished, but I think I couldn't do. It's when I pass on the selection public, because I studied a lot, but it was very hard the test. So I think I couldn't to pass. So, but I tried, and I studied 12 hours per day. And then when I did I prepared for 1 year, and then I got the successful in my selected public concourse.
Okay. Anna,
Eu fiquei nervosa.
no problem. Listen, please. Public selection.
Public selection.
Yes. Oh, and I think I couldn't. It's better to say I thought I couldn't.
I
Ok? Eu
thought,
pensei
okay.
que eu não conseguia. Beleza. Aí, Ana, the past of prepare is prepared. Prepared. Ok? I
Okay.
prepared for 1 year. Good, 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 good. Ana, deixa eu só ver uma tradução para accomplish. Ah, realizar. Concluir. Não, efetuar. Alcançar ou completar algo bem-sucedidamente. No sentido de conquistar.
Hum.
D'accord. Ok?
D'accord.
Ah, eu juro que eu não fumo drogas, gente. Mas às vezes eu faço coisa nada a ver.
Good. Teacher,
Say it.
I know that the end of the class is arriving, but I think we try to recall because the internet is so bad.
Serious?
I think because I am listening, hear you and cut a lot. Can you
Oh,
call me
sure,
again?
sure. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.